What's up, everybody? Supervisor James Gore, Sonoma County. Just giving a shout out to everybody. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I'm wishing you all a Happy New Year. 2025, think about that. What a crazy time for us moving into that. But as we do, and as we step into this new year with hope, maybe some optimism, but at the same time resolve, because there's a lot of things that need to be done. I want to do a little bit of a year in review real quickly. So welcome to my home, and I got a list here of a couple things that I wanted to review with you all. But thank you for your work, and thank you for your care and your love of our community. We live in a beautiful place, and so just want to go through 2024 a little bit. First off, I had the chance this year to swear in as the president of the National Association of Counties. So that's the president of all the 3,069 counties, boroughs, and parishes around this great country. It's an amazing opportunity to share the really good work we do here in Sonoma County, but at the same time to learn from others and to use that as a leverage point to get really good things done back home. So it's not something that I travel a lot. It's not something I do, but I've launched a disaster task force that really works on learning from all the 9 presidentially declared disasters, our floods, fires, drought, all of our societal issues and other things, to really reform the Stafford Act, which really dictates how FEMA, the Small Business Administration, the U.S. Department of Ag, and others manage disasters. We have far too much experience and have had so much work with our block captains and our fire survivors, now thrivers, through the rebuild, and we know what needs to change, and so we need to do it. So I have a group of leaders from around the country with all different specialties that we have launched into this effort to deliver real results. Also had a chance recently to host here in December about 400 of the top kind of county commissioners, supervisors, police jurors, all these others from all around the country here to see our innovations on housing and homelessness, on water, on land, on fire management, on emergency management, preparation, all these other things, broadband development. It was a great opportunity, once again, to learn, but also to showcase us and also bring all these people here to this awesome place and have them spend their money and hang out and be an economic boom for our county. So I complete my presidency of the National Association of Counties next year. So there's going to be great work going on. And I just want to thank you all for the ability to serve locally and the ability to do this work and share these lessons around the country. I want to go over quickly some things from 2024, most recently the election. I'm not going to get too much into national politics, but we all know how that went. My focus is what we have to deal with locally, how those changes in the administration, at the White House, in Congress, really change what we deliver locally, how to protect our families here, both documented and undocumented, the individuals who are adding value to our communities. There's a lot going to be going on with that, but not going to go too far. Instead, I'm going to focus on what passed here locally that has a really big impact locally. So Measure J, that was the what was professed as the anti-agriculture ballot initiative to shut down our farms. It was hugely defeated, 85%. I haven't seen something like that really ever in politics, and I want to thank you. There was a unified effort from our environmental conservation, business, and ag communities, led by the ag community, and it was defeated resoundingly, 85 to 15%. They actually got less votes in favor of the initiative than they got signatures to put that initiative on the ballot. And many of you know we have animal activists that come, there's some local, but a lot of them come out of the Bay Area and other areas, and they're the first closest place they can find, Sonoma County. And they tried this here as a first in the nation, and it was resoundingly defeated. And I want to thank you for educating yourself on what that really meant. We would have shut down local farms, and we would have bought our eggs and meat and other things from bigger farms from outside of Sonoma County. What a ridiculous, hypocritical effort. And I want to thank you for joining me in opposing that. Also, a great local tax was passed in a continuance of it, and it's for our libraries. And also Measure I passed, which is focused directly on childcare. Here in Sonoma County, we have so many spots needed for childcare. And this is a big effort that's going to be led by the First Five Commission and putting $32 to $35 million annually into daycare networks and programming for our kids so that they enter kindergarten ready and not just TK and through the normal system. So this is going to create huge opportunity for us to expand the number of daycare beds throughout Sonoma County. The other thing I wanted to say is that on the resource side, right now over the holidays, we've had a lot of rain. I don't complain about the rain anymore. After a 10-year drought and after mega fires, even when we have our floods, which can be very catastrophic, I am blessed, and I feel blessed about the rain. I want you to know that we have, in the last decade, changed so many systems. One of them with the very bureaucratic Army Corps of Engineers and our own bureaucracy, and developing tens of millions of dollars in new forecasting equipment and other things, and we hold 25 to 30,000 acre feet more in our reservoirs than ever before. This is a huge thing for us. That's $20 to $30 million worth of water, but more. We're nearing holding into these reservoirs in a safe way, a year's worth of water that we sell. It still means we have to conserve. We live in boom and bust weather cycles, and so conservation has to be a way of life. But water, we're on a good run with water. With respect to fire, we had a big fire this year, the Point Fire. It was scary to see a big fire that early. This was next to Lake Sonoma. Shout out to our amazing fire districts for just pouncing on that and putting it out and containing it before it could become a huge conflagration and really take us over. It's a true testament to not just the firefighting, but also the law enforcement, the community organizations active in disaster, the county, the Department of Emergency Management, that we were able to send out an all call and get this thing taken care of quickly. It shows our capacity. Many of you know there was also a Measure Pass, Measure H, which funds fire departments into the future. It's a huge economic boom that's going to invest in our firefighting technology. And at the same time, the county has put in $10+ million annually into the fire districts. We've consolidated fire districts. They've really stepped up. We're in a different world. Veg management is going on better than ever, environmentally sensitive, but yet at the same time doing what's right to take down fuels in specific areas that we need to. And we've even moved heavily into our parks, using our parks and our regional parks lands as buffers for fires and other things in areas, and it's just awesome to see the work. There's so many things that I could give updates on, but I want to go through a couple high levels. Number one is we're expanding our parks. Parks are the gem of Sonoma County. We've been able to, us in the county in a partnership with Cloverdale, we're opening up a new river park that's going to be up near Preston Heights, right on the Mendocino County line. We actually have a memorandum of agreement with Mendocino County to kind of co-manage those lands there. We are also putting historic money into our roads that connect our parks and other things so that you can get to those areas and have good bike lanes and other things there. But we also purchased new properties that are going to be parks in Cloverdale, a Soda Springs property that is gorgeous and could be a great mountain biking and hiking haven. Put a lot of time and effort I have into the parks around Memorial Beach, where we have in Hillsburg a new master plan that's going to be developed, and different in-stream amenities and better area and better access for fun. Hanson Riverfront, that's a restoration project near Riverfront Park. We've also purchased land down on the river past Wohler. So our access to the Russian River, which is a thing that I am passionate about, growing up swimming in the Russian River, is my time now 10 years as a supervisor. We're greatly increasing people's ability to enjoy this amazing resource that we play in, that we use the water for business and agriculture, and we also get to drink this every time we open our taps every day. So in addition to all that, we were able to do lobby and get a law passed, signed by the governor to expand geothermal up in our area. We currently produce 750 megawatts of energy, continuously producing energy off of steam in the geysers. This is setting up for a projected $5 to $10 billion build out to expand the renewable energy production up there by another 600 megawatts. It'll take years to build this out, but these are good jobs, good well-paid jobs, great work, clean energy. This is a beautiful part of Sonoma County, is that we're able to produce that. And this is a replicable version of geothermal, not just the steam kind that we currently have, but hot rock technology and closed loop water systems that come into it. This is great stuff led by Sonoma Clean Power, an organization that we manage and work with. Our community engagement has been stronger than ever, even though things have changed after all of our disasters and our pandemic and all of our craziness. We partnered heavily with the Progressive Tribal Alliance, led by amazing Jack Pollard in Windsor and in northern Sonoma County on a Native Arts Festival. We also always heavily support the Steelhead Festival, led by Friends of Lake Sonoma, and are continuing. I was able to get some funding to go into the expansion of the Friends of Lake Sonoma's work up in that area. If you haven't been up to Lake Sonoma and enjoyed it and recreated, please do. The other thing is that we had district funds that we put into not only parks, but also I was able to get $1 million put into the build out of the new Cloverdale Alexander Valley Health Clinic. And so the capital campaign continues there. I hope you're in tune, but this is a fantastic network for all of us. I'm also putting $500,000 each into these amazing organizations. Nuestra Comunidad, led by the amazing Alma and Darnell Bowen, building out emergency preparedness and bilingual management and resilience as a resilience hub in Windsor. Also Corazon Hillsburg, led by their executive director, Marcy Flores, and La Familia Sana, which operates mostly out of Cloverdale specifically, and Jade Whitmouth and everybody there as they build out these amazing outreach and really embrace the diversity of our community and bring it into, to change the mainstream as opposed to subjugate to it. So these are amazing groups, and I'm proud to have county funds going in to honor them. We're also working with True West and the amazing Catherine Phillip, and the work that True West is doing to develop a film center in Hillsburg, and amazing work they do with our kids. My kids go to the camps there. So there's a bunch more that I could go through. I mean, we're making strides on the Asti Bridge. We put almost $2 million into what will be the first new bridge, new river crossing over the Russian River in more than 100 years. We've leveraged heavily into housing and streamlining our processes. More is needed to be done there. We've invested millions of dollars into our communities through the America Rescue Plan. We had $90+ million. Built new public health lab and morgue, but at the same time put $40 million into underserved communities. And I just want to say thank you, because all of this work is progress. Some of it's visionary, some of it is transactional on the ground every day. I do this work out of a sense of purpose, and I appreciate you investing in me and my team, which is Jenny Chamberlain, Chris Grable, Keith Roberts, and Marbella Duenas, and then some. We are here because we believe in progress, and the fact that the only way to achieve that is through imperfect, relentless work. And so I want to thank you for joining us for this moment and for this review of 2024. It's an amazing time to kind of look back, but be with our families and try and rest and come up fresh. I just look back and I'm thinking about the last 10 years in office. The first 2.5 years were getting started and working on all kinds of things, but God, there was about 6 years straight of just disaster after disaster. And it has been my honor to serve and to lead through those disasters alongside you all and to see how you have responded. Leading in those most craziest of times has been an honor. I always try and figure out how to develop calluses without becoming callous, because this kind of work can grind you down, but onward, fight, we must. So thank you. Blessings to you and yours. Let us know in our office how we can be of service. You can always find us, our phone numbers and our emails online. James Gore, Sonoma County Supervisor, signing off for 2024, and along with you, leaping into 2025 with resolve.